Hey everyone, it's Charlie here from the Layout Lab. Welcome back to episode 3 of this floor plan. So last episode we added a few more extra rooms in here. We got the audio visual room in, the garage, veranda and bedroom 1 sorted out. Yes, we have got a few little bits that we need to chamfer off down here. We need to tidy up the entryway and make that a little bit neater. I'm a little bit tempted to just try and round this off square, but we'll have a play around shortly and see what we can do. This episode we said we're going to start working on some of these rooms down the side here, get some of the bathrooms in, the laundry in, and bed 2, etc. And down this section here, we'll finalise the kitchen and we'll see where we go from there. I think from that point onwards, we might be getting into episode 4 possibly to start adding some of the layout of the kitchen in and some of like actually where bits and bobs are going to go. So windows, doors, etc. So we'll see where we get today and how far we get in. So first of all, I want to bring this wall back up. Snap it into here, so that's now actually the full outline of the house, so everything else needs to fit in there. So if we need to now rejig some of these rooms and shrink them down a little bit to get these measurements a little bit better, we can do that. We've got the solid outline, the thicker outline now of the house is in. So what I think we need to do here, we need to start on getting the ensuite in. We've got some measurements for that. We know it's 3660 wide because they all are along this wall. It meets all the way up. 1600 here, 2100, 2570. So let's get these three in first. So if we zoom in a little bit more over here, let's get an internal wall built. Yeah, that's external still at the moment, so we can change that back to internal walls again now. Bring that to the top. So that's going to be the wall of the ensuite. What we will do actually is, if I zoom out slightly, what I'm going to do just to make this a little bit easier for everyone to when we're viewing is bring this in a little bit, and then we're going to lock it back again. So if I zoom in, we should be able to just see both parts on the screen. Thereabouts. So, okay, so zone in from here, 1600, nice and easy. Straight across, 3610 that's given us. So a slightly thicker wall. It looks to me like it's a slightly thicker wall there. How have we got this set up? This is on 150 thickness. Okay. We've got a little bit of 150 wall in around. I wonder if this is why. So if we bring this back to 100, bring that up to here. This is what happens when you get into doing stuff like this. Things can change quite easily. Okay, so we've got that. Let's bring that measurement. That makes that a little bit bigger actually, which is interesting. We wanted it smaller. Not the worst problem in the world, but we're getting there. Okay, so that's that. What wall have we got here? 150. Maybe they should all be 150, but we can definitely find out shortly. So what will the best thing we can do now is start getting some walls in, and let's see, because if these all sit to needing to be 100 thick walls, we'll see, because it won't fit if they're 150 or vice versa. So bed 1 ensuite. Got a bit wider just so it fits. Just put another wall in here. Long way. Great. So next is the activity room. So we can zone this quite easily. 2100. Click. Bring that across and then down. It's quite clear. This is the activity room. And we're going to bring a wall across there. Great. So that's done. Bed 2 is now 2570. No, didn't want to do that. 2570. Perfect. Straight across. So now this is where it gets interesting. Look, so this room doesn't actually fit in this section. If we go back to the plan, so the bed 2 should sit into there. 1600, 2100, 2570. So 2570 is correct. This is 2100. This is 1600. So this is where this is what I'm saying as a. So they've gone external walls on here. I think it should actually be internals. That's why I've gone with 1600, but it's a little bit confusing. So what I think we might need to do is, we know that this bedroom is not going to overlap into there. So if we delete that for the second, and then let's go the other way and make it downwards. So It's a bit of a faff, but let's draw a wall here. Yep, bring that down. And then zone this back in again from here now. Oops. Let's clear this out. Let's delete that zone. Start again. So in this corner, is it going to select any of the corners for us? Yeah, cool. Okay, so 360. Yeah, we know it's slightly bigger than that. So 2570. Enter, down, click, and across. That's fine. This is bed 2. The other difficulty is sometimes is when you've got stuff like this and you've got showers on, you're going based on the shower and it's hard to measure properly the full width. So let's see what we can do. Put a wall in on the bottom, sorry. Great. Activity. Now for me, I think the biggest thing here is shower. So that's 1600 wide, and I think that's pretty much a standard size for a shower, 1600 wide. So I think the activity room needs to be ever so slightly smaller. So I think that's what we're going to do here. I think that's probably going to be the best way. If we zone this here and go up by 1600. Oops, no, that's my fault. 1600. Zone that across. This is bed 1 en suite again. Wall that bit across there. Make it above. So then we can just drop this zone straight into here. So we've got 1700. So it's quite a lot of difference. 40 centimeters is a big difference. Okay, so what we need to do here is if we just mark this up and let's see what we've got. See where we're at. So call this activity. And if we shift F out, let's have a double check here, some of these measurements. So I think what we need to do is try and get some of these bits in here. So it's a little bit confusing because I think this 2640 is the width of here. So the easiest way to do that is if we start with a zone and then we go across this way at 2640, snap that to there. Down by 1730, I take that. Okay, so that becomes the main bathroom. Yep, let's wall that off. There, to there, to there. Bring that to the outside. This wall, however, here goes all the way down. Fine. So this is a 920 for the toilet, which is quite wide, I think. But let's see. In fact, the other way to do it is 50. Let's go from here. Let's go 1510 from this corner here. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. 1510. Straight across. So that is your laundry. We're going to wall that across there, nice and easy. We're going to put that on the top. And then let's see what we've got distance-wise in here, because I feel like that is not going to be 900. But let's see. They've said it's going to be 920. It actually is 1060. Okay, so we've even got even more room there. So let's have a quick look what we're at here. Now, this is saying a total of 4500, which it is. So that is right. So they're going to fit in there. Interior spacing. Hang on a minute, let's make sure this is right. Now look here, so we've got, if we delete this, let's double check this again from there. No, he's right, 1060. Interesting. Can't see if there's anything else. 510. Yep. 1730, yeah. Okay, maybe they've just done some math. So let's just work this out here. 1730. Because these measurements are difficult because they've put them on the outside, so I can't quite tell if they're meant to be on the outside. So 1510, 920. Let's do some calculations just to get this right again. So 1510 at 920 and 1730 is 4160. So plus you've got 100 mil here, 100 mil here. So that's 200 mil. 14,360. So you've got 140 mil left. I can't personally see, even if we made those walls 150, that brings us still got 40 mil left. So 40 mil is not a lot. It's 4 centimeters, give or take. So I think we're just going to leave it for the sake of everything else fits then. So let's just leave that. Okay. And this is going to be, I know it's got a wardrobe in it, and the laundry, it comes back a little bit, but it doesn't give us any dimensions on the wardrobe. So although that is square, so if we do that, let's go into here, zoom in here. So this is what is the toilet. In fact, the best thing to do here is zone 1060. Let's see where that gives us, what that looks like on paper. Oop, no, that's slightly wrong because I didn't get it right in the corner. 1060. In fact, because we're going to need to be smaller because of the wall, let's go 900. And oh, I've done it again. Easy mistakes to make. Snap that to there. Pull out into the corner. So this is going to be the little, what do they call it on here? Robe. Right, okay. So that's what they call them. Robes. That's what BR stands for. Built-in wardrobe or robe. Right, so that's fine. If we F this and zoom back up again, get a wall in here. It's fine. Pop that on the outside. So this one here becomes a loo. WC. Yep. Shift F out again so we can see. So we've now got the toilet in. We've got the robe in. Got the laundry in. Got the main bath in. Got bed 2 in. Activity room. Ensuite. We can now just, I can't quite tell what the door happens here, but I think the door is actually going into here, and then the wardrobe door opens into the laundry. It's a little bit confusing the way they've drawn it, but that's fine. So what we now need to do here, before we end this episode, is just quickly tidy these bits up here, then we're done. So if we go into here, zoom in full scale, I'm going to draw a divider between here and here, which should mean that we can now draw that into there. Perfect. This is the hallway. Yep. And then we can shift F out again. So what I can now do is delete that whole family section, and I can zone back into here, and it should fill in. Okay, so what we need to do here is quick zone divide across this bit here. Yep, so if we now zone that off, that's that. So if I select that again, but shift F out, you can see it's now put this little extra bit in down here. So we can work out that that's now, let's just call this the family area for now. We can sort that out as we go. I think we're pretty much there. So the next episode, what we now need to do is we need to work on tidying up this kitchen area, zoning these off. So I think the kitchen comes up a little bit here, although these measurements aren't overly clear because can't quite tell what this is meant to be, but we'll figure it out. So I'm thinking what we do next is the meal section, we draw a line, and we basically line up to here. This becomes the kitchen, this becomes meals, and this is the family zone. So we'll portion those bits out, and we can then get this entranceway here sorted out and this bedroom 1 sorted out. So that's going to be for episode 4. Try and get probably some windows put in across. They've given us standard windows, but they've not actually given us any width for the windows. So the standard window widths, we'll try and figure out based on the image roughly how we should fit them in, and we'll try that for episode 4. So thanks again for tuning in. please do come back and take a look on episode 4. We also might just double check some of these interior walls and make sure that they're actually 1500, because I think stuff like here, this is ever so slightly out because this is an external wall or slightly thicker. Yeah, 150 there and 150 there. So we'll tidy these up and double check. So thanks again for tuning in for episode 3, and we'll see you in the next one.